Stop. Stop thinking God loves you conditionally. Not when you behave better, not when you pray harder, not when your faith feels strong instead of fragile. God's love wasn't decided after you proved yourself. It was settled before you were ever here. Before your first success, before your first failure, before you ever wondered if you were enough. At some point, most of us quietly ask the same question. Does God really love me like this? Not the polished version of me, not the Sunday version, but the tired version, the doubting version, the version that keeps falling into the same struggle. We don't always say it out loud, but we feel it, especially when prayers go unanswered, especially when life feels unfair, especially when we look at our flaws and wonder how God could still choose us. John 3, verse 16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life." Notice what comes first. God's love comes before belief, before obedience, before transformation. The giving came first. God didn't wait for the world to clean itself up. He didn't wait for humanity to agree. He didn't wait for perfect faith, perfect behavior, or perfect understanding.
He loved first. That means God's love wasn't a response to your improvement. It was the starting point. We often treat God's love like a reward, something we earn by being better, by sinning less, by struggling quietly. But grace isn't wages. Mercy isn't a paycheck. Love is a gift. God didn't wait for you to improve. He didn't wait for you to believe perfectly. He didn't wait for you to get it all right. He loved you in advance, before your mistakes, before your doubts, before the best day and your worst one. If God's love had conditions, the cross would have come after humanity changed. But the cross came while humanity was still broken. So when you question God's love, when you feel distant, unsure, or unworthy, that moment isn't proof that God has stepped back. It's proof that you're human. Doubt doesn't cancel love. Struggle doesn't revoke grace. Questions don't disqualify you from God's care. God's love doesn't rise and fall with your performance. It remains steady because he remains steady.
God's love isn't earned. It's given. Not because of what you do, not because of how strong your faith feels today, but because of who he is. Say it slowly. Let it settle. God loves me, not because of what I do, but because of who he is. And that love is not going anywhere.